Building wealth on a low income isn't about how much you earn. It's about how consistently you manage what you have. The first step is to spend less than you earn and track every expense so you know exactly where your money goes. Next, focus on building small, but steady savings, even if it's just a little each week. Then, look for ways to grow your income through skills, side work, or better opportunities. Over time, consistency and discipline matter more than starting amount. Wealth is built step by step, not overnight. Today we will talk about how to build wealth on a low income. So before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. 1. Understanding wealth building on a low income. The foundation of financial growth. Building wealth on a low income is not only possible, but increasingly common in a world where financial literacy matters more than raw income. Wealth is not defined by how much you earn, but by how much you keep, grow, and protect over time. Many people assume that a high salary is the only path to financial freedom. But in reality, disciplined money habits, consistency, and smart decision-making often matter more than income size. When income is limited, the focus must shift from earning more immediately to managing better. First, this includes tracking expenses, eliminating unnecessary spending leaks, and building awareness of where every unit of money goes. Even small savings of $1 to $5 daily can compound significantly over years. The foundation of wealth building is mindset, seeing money as a tool for growth rather than only survival. Without this shift, even a high income can disappear without building any long-term stability. 2. Budgeting with precision. The 50/30/20 rule and zero-based budgeting. A strong budget is the backbone of wealth creation on a low income. Two widely effective methods are the 50/30/20 rule and zero-based budgeting. The 50/30/20 rule suggests allocating 50% of income to necessities, food, rent, utilities, 30% to wants, and 20% to savings or debt repayment. However, for low-income earners, this ratio may need adjustment, such as 70/20/10 or even 80/15/5 in extreme cases. Zero-based budgeting goes further by assigning every unit of income a specific job, ensuring nothing is unaccounted for. This method prevents invisible spending, which is one of the biggest barriers to wealth accumulation. The key is not the method itself, but consistency. Budgeting must be done monthly, reviewed weekly, and adjusted based on real-life changes. Without a strict budget, financial progress becomes random rather than intentional. 3. Building an emergency fund. Financial protection before growth. Before focusing on investments or wealth growth, an emergency fund is essential. This fund acts as financial protection against unexpected events such as medical emergencies, job loss, or urgent repairs. On a low income, even saving small amounts like $10 to $20 per week can gradually build a safety net. The ideal goal is 3 to 6 months of essential living expenses, but starting with just $100 or $500 can already provide psychological and financial stability. Without an emergency fund, individuals are forced into debt when crises arise, which destroys long-term wealth-building efforts. The best strategy is automation, setting up automatic transfers to a separate savings account so that saving becomes effortless. This step ensures that wealth creation is not interrupted by life's unpredictability. 4. Eliminating debt strategically. The snowball and avalanche methods. Debt is one of the biggest obstacles to wealth creation, especially for low-income earners. Managing debt effectively can free up income that can be redirected towards savings and investments. Two popular strategies are the debt snowball and debt avalanche methods. The snowball method focuses on paying off the smallest debts first to build psychological momentum, while the avalanche method prioritizes debts with the highest interest rates to minimize total interest paid. For example, credit card debt with 25% interest should be prioritized over a low-interest student loan. The key is consistency in repayment and avoiding new unnecessary debt. Debt consolidation can also be helpful if it reduces interest rates. Every dollar freed from debt repayment becomes a building block for future wealth. 5. Increasing income through skills and side hustles. While budgeting and saving are essential, increasing income accelerates wealth building significantly. Even on a low income, developing high-demand skills such as digital marketing, writing, coding, graphic design, or basic accounting can open doors to higher-paying opportunities. The internet has made freelancing and remote work more accessible than ever. Platforms like freelancing marketplaces allow individuals to start earning without large investments. Additionally, side hustles such as tutoring, selling handmade products, delivery services, or content creation can supplement income. The goal is not to work endlessly, but to strategically add income streams that require skill development and long-term scalability. Over time, even an extra $200 to $500 monthly can transform financial stability and dramatically increase savings potential. 6. Smart saving habits and frugal living without sacrifice. Frugality is not about deprivation, but optimization. Smart saving involves reducing expenses without reducing quality of life significantly. This includes cooking at home instead of eating out, using public transportation, buying secondhand items, and negotiating bills where possible. Small lifestyle changes often result in significant long-term savings. For example, saving $3 per day equals over $1,000 per year. However, extreme frugality that leads to burnout should be avoided. The goal is sustainable financial discipline. Another important habit is paying yourself first, where savings are treated as a non-negotiable expense. This ensures that wealth accumulation happens automatically before discretionary spending begins. Conscious spending, asking, "Do I really need this?" before purchases, also builds financial awareness. 7. Investing early. The power of compound growth. Investing is the stage where wealth begins to multiply. Even with low income, starting early is more important than starting with large amounts. Compound interest allows small investments to grow significantly over time. For example, investing $50 monthly consistently for years can grow into a substantial amount depending on returns. Beginner-friendly investment options include index funds, retirement accounts, or low-cost, diversified funds. The key is consistency and long-term thinking rather than trying to time a market. Risk tolerance should always match financial stability, meaning investments should only be made after emergency funds and debt management are in place. 8. Long-term discipline and financial mindset mastery. Explained. Long-term discipline and financial mindset mastery is the final and most important stage in building wealth on a low income because it determines whether all earlier efforts succeed or fail. Even if a person budgets well, saves money, invests, and earns extra income, they will not build lasting wealth without consistency over many years. Wealth is not created by a single good decision, but by thousands of small, repeated decisions made correctly over time. This is why discipline matters more than motivation. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline is what keeps a person saving money even when they feel tired, discouraged, or tempted to spend. The individuals who become financially stable are not always the highest earners. They're the ones who remain consistent when progress feels slow. A major part of long-term financial discipline is avoiding lifestyle inflation. Lifestyle inflation happens when a person increases their spending every time their income increases. For example, if someone earns an extra $100 or $200 per month and immediately upgrades their phone, clothes, or lifestyle, they lose the opportunity to build wealth. Instead, financially successful individuals keep their lifestyle relatively stable and direct most income increases towards savings, investments, or debt reduction. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please give it the thumbs up. Leave a comment and click the button to subscribe.